Threw it onto the jointer, cleaned it up a little bit, ripped it down the middle and used it as supports. Then on top of that is another piece of plywood. This just got sized to fit. This is just a little bracket, so when this thing's all done, the 5-gallon bucket right there will have a place to sit that will hold it securely. Then I dug into some of my Rockler jig kit stuff, and so I made a little gate, which turned out to pretty much be pointless, but whatever. So there's just a bolt going through here, just kind of snugged up a little bit, so it's not too tight, not too loose. I'm going to cut that off to, I'm going to cut it off to make it a little cleaner. So you slide the bucket into here. It fits snug. Lock the gate. That's it's one of those, I don't know what you call it. It came with the jig kit from Rockler. There we go. Okay. And now I'm at the stage where I am trying to figure out how to secure the rest of the Dust Deputy, because obviously the way this thing works, alright, and the kit comes with 2 of those buckets, 1 of these lids. So this lid fits on here. It fits on there snugly enough. I mean, it's just a plastic lid. And then the Cyclone obviously is made to go right there. Everything's pre-drilled. So you bolt that down. There's a little rubber gasket to seal, to create a good seal here, to seal in your airflow. This seals down nice. This goes to your shop vac, okay, right here. And then your hose attached to this part, or this port, goes to your tool, whatever. Maybe it goes to your jigsaw, which that's not mine, I borrowed that, or it goes to your, the port on whatever tool you're using. I'll probably use it for my miter saw, the planer joiner combo. Somehow I'll use it on the table saw, although this particular type of saw doesn't have the cabinet's not enclosed, so I'll have to figure out a way to enclose the cabinet, or else it'll just really be a fancy shop vac. It's not going to be a dust control, but that's fine too. The bottom line is this tool, this device, when hooked up in tandem with any shop vac, makes the shop vac freaking eons more efficient as far as its ability to have a vacuum pressure that's consistent, because you're not clogging your filter. This thing traps all the particles of dust. It cyclones around, drops into the bucket. 99, hey, it probably says it somewhere on the bucket. Or not. It says it on the box. 99.9% of the dust is trapped in there, according to Oneida. So, it does work. I have some videos to prove that, but like I said, just go on YouTube and type in Dust Deputy, and you'll see plenty of examples of the thing working. So the next step is I had to figure out a way to make this more secure, because this thing can move around a whole lot, and when the hoses are attached to it, it'll pull it like that, and I just didn't like it. I didn't think it was very stable. So I tried to come up with a different way. So I wanted to come up with a more secure lid and something, well, more secure lid. So I came up with this. A lot of people are doing this. They saw plywood. Alright, they're just cutting a hole, using that as a template, and using a plywood lid. The question then is how to create a good seal. Well, I had this rigid foam insulation that I bought at Lowe's that I've been using as just a support when I'm using the circular saw to break down big sheets of plywood on the ground. I've cut all kinds of tracks through it. Not too expensive, and I've definitely got my money's worth out of it already. So I decided to see how that would work. So I cut a hole, or cut a circle out of that, made it fit here, and then I just attached it to the piece of plywood. Once I got this thing all attached, which I attached with just some double stick duct tape which actually is working pretty well. I was a little worried that it wouldn't really hold, or that the foam would kind of fall apart. But it's pretty good. I mean, it crumbles when you cut it and stuff, but once you've cut it and you're not messing with it anymore, it's pretty solid. And I think that actually kind of melted it. Anyway, so that will go on here. It seals in pretty nice. Alright, back here I'm going to create just a back wall. This is going to be hinged. Somehow I haven't got to that part yet. This is going to be hinged so that, whoops, can't do that, can I?